Hey, I'm Keith Pape, CEO of YellowPike Media. I know a lot of you have been watching the podcast for a long time. Like so many things we do, we're constantly changing and trying new things. One of the things we're going to try in 2025 is we're going to put this ugly mug more on camera. Some of the really fun things that we've been doing, bringing guests on, talking about topics that are kind of new and interesting. We're gonna do a lot of those same things, but initially we're gonna start with me, and I'm gonna talk about kind of what I'm interested in on agency work, nerd stuff, and gaming, and just kind of what's going on and how I see it and how how I'm traversing through it. The mentoring that I've been doing the last couple of years, especially for new biz dev people coming up in the industry or people joining the advertising industry or coming into gaming. This is a platform that I can then use to use some of those same things that I'm thinking about with them and kind of share it to a wider audience. Some of the things that we're going to look at, I think initially, especially for us kind of coming from that video game space, is there's this term that we use, non-endemic, referring to brands that aren't part of gaming. They're not a publisher, they're not a developer, they're not creating hardware just for the gaming audience. A Coca-Cola, a BMW, a Walmart, very interested in the gaming audience, we refer to those as non-endemic brands. Post-COVID, when everybody got really interested in gaming, is this world of endemic and non-endemic changing and merging, and will those lines be blurred, much like from a marketing standpoint? Folks were talking about, I'm a mom, I'm a dad, I play soccer, I lift weights, I run marathons. But then when you said somebody was a gamer, it was, oh, those are those nerds over there. And they very much treated folks like that's kind of the only thing you were. Post-COVID, everybody's looking at it much more differently and going, oh, this is just one more item, a lot like the type of music you like, or do you do marathons or triathlons, or do you lift weights, or do you play soccer on the weekends? Gaming's the same. It's just one more piece. The gamers do all the other things, not just sitting in your sweaty basement. Yes, some of us sweat a little bit while we play games, but don't judge us on that. We shower eventually. So it's been really interesting to kind of see this start to change a little bit. And so it's something I want to dig more into as we kind of, go through the next couple sessions and think about the inside scope of the video game industry, and then what's the perception outside? How are the lines getting blurred? What's changing? What parts do they want to be part of? What parts are misunderstood? And can I help, for the folks that watch, can I help the ones who are inside see a little more of the perspective of the non-endemic traditional brand, and the other way around, the guys who are at Coke, at BMW, at Walmart, can I help them see how a video game marketer, a video game developer, publisher, how they see the outside world, and help translate between the two, since I've definitely lived on both sides for a lot of years. People really need to understand, if you're coming from that non-endemic side and talking about wanting to be interested in the gaming audience, is they have a lot of the similarities. We just have our own pieces on how we identify. There's different kinds of gaming, and I think you have two big buckets. On one hand, you have what we call HD gaming, which is the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox, PlayStation 5, PCs, and then you have mobile gaming. Are they HD gamers, which of course the nerds will tell you are called real gamers, and then there's the mobile gamers, which people used to call casual gamers. I don't think that's as true anymore. There's some really great games out there in very traditional gaming IPs. The point is to understand that there's nuance when you go to your media planner, when you go to your brand manager, who they're going to talk to in different gaming audiences, to understand, am I going traditional gaming, HD, or am I going mobile? And then we can go and break down a little bit there and talk about what the different styles are of each one, because it really does make a difference. We've had this problem in the past with getting people to understand when buying influencers or influencer work, is they'll think, oh, this guy's really popular, he's perfect. And then they say, I'm never doing influencers again because he didn't do anything for me. But what they went and got a very, casual play kind of influencer who does Roblox and very, very, daily lifestyle kind of gaming, but what they were looking for was somebody who plays Call of Duty, or they got a Call of Duty person. What they really wanted was, a Sims player. They wanted a Roblox player. So the first thing is to really spend a little time in understanding which audience that you're really interested in that fits your product. One of the things I was thinking about was the money spend, and some of this comes back to, once again, the ideas that, oh, these are nerds in their mom's basement and they don't have any money. They're either babies or they're man babies. Sorry guys, we get lumped in. And it's just not true. I think the average age of a gamer now is about 34 years old, especially on the HD side. So you're talking about real spendable income. Even on the younger sides, remember, and it's something that we talk about a lot during kind of launch, especially launch campaigns, holiday campaigns. Are you tying this to a potential, or are you looking at call outs where this may be grandma or aunt buying it for them? This may be mom and dad looking to buy it for them as a graduation gift, as a back to school, as a, hey, keep them busy, while on holiday so that they're not being annoying. The money's there. In the gaming side, we're looking at usually a $60 SKU, ranging from $60 to $100 on collector's editions. There is plenty of rebuy, and we talk often, in the gaming, our endemic side of even multiple buys on the same product for multiple SKUs. There's the original edition, there's a gold edition, there's a collector's edition, there's always additional pieces. So make sure to understand on your end that there's multiple slices of the apple that's possible in your planning, and don't ever be afraid that they don't have expendable income, or the people that they're influenced by or are in their economic circle don't have money to spend, because this is definitely a group that buys things that are important to them, whether it's specialized mice and keyboards, or they're buying, a particular game, or the collector's edition. It's there, so that's going to be applied to your product as well. Like I said, they are multifaceted people. Like I started with at the very top, my purpose lately, has been to make sure to take this, 25, 27 years of doing this and provide some mentorship. Whether you're a brand person or you're a BD person, you're looking to get into the industry, you're looking to change industries, it's one of those like what I had. I worked in the non-endemic side, got invited by somebody to help them on a program, realized I can now work in the area that's also my passion. Don't hesitate to reach out. Put a comment below, DM me, get hold of us. Love to go and interact more. We'll answer more questions on the podcast. If you have personal questions, obviously we'll give you, some one-on-one responses where I can. But I'm really looking forward to hearing what's working for you. What do you see? How can I be more help? What can I talk on the podcast next time that you thought was interesting, or answer questions? Maybe we'll make it even a Q&A section if that makes sense from the previous one. We'll figure it out. This is Keith Pape. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.